My dirtbag dad cheated on my mom when she had cancer and married her best friend, so I cut him off from my life. But now he's back and wants to reconnect. When I was 15 years old, my mom was diagnosed with cancer and had just 2 more years to live. It was a really tough time for our family, but I thought that I could get through it as long as I had my dad with me. However, as my mom's condition worsened and she got hospitalized, her relationship with my dad collapsed. Every time they met, they ended up fighting about something or the other. But at the end of the day, they still loved each other, right? Apparently not, because just 6 months after the discovery, my dad was already cheating on her. I found out because I was looking through the footage of our front door camera for my neighbor's stolen bike. I was so angry that I immediately barged into my dad's room and began yelling at him. He apologized, and begged me to not tell my mom. He said that it would break her heart and that we should let her pass in peace. Little did I know, I should have never listened to him. But his argument worked on the 15-year-old me and I kept his secret hidden. You would think that after being caught, he would stop. However, he just kept on doing it over and over again, with multiple women. He also didn't even bother hiding it properly, so my mom's sister ended up finding out. Sadly, she was given the same argument and also fell for the trap. When there were just 2 months left for my mom to live, my dad did the unthinkable. He cheated on her again, only this time, he did it with her best friend whom she had known since childhood. By this point, I was seething with anger and wanted to rip his head off. But my mom was just spending most of her time sleeping, and so I didn't want to pile stress onto her mind. I kept visiting her and hoping that after her passing, my dad would realize his mistake and quit whatever he thought he was doing. Oh, how wrong I was. At my mom's funeral, her best friend and my dad were literally linking their arms together. They had no tact and no respect for my mom. I decided then and there that I wasn't going to spend another second under the same roof as that man. As soon as I got home, I started packing my bags and prepared to go over to my grandparents' house. But my dad approached me and said he had something to say. He said that he was planning on marrying, you guessed it, my mom's best friend and needed my blessing. I couldn't believe he was saying this just hours after we buried his wife. I saw red, and grabbed a lamp from near where I was sitting. I swung at him and hit his head, drawing blood from his ear. I wanted to hit him more, but I just grabbed my bags and left after saying, you are the most pathetic man to have ever lived. I knew it was the wrong parent who got cancer, it should have been you from the start. Thankfully, my grandparents were more than willing to let me live with them after I told them what my dad had done. He tried several times to call me and get me to go back to his house, but I always refused. Then I heard that he started drinking a lot and went into a downward spiral. He got fired from his job and nearly lost his house because he couldn't pay the mortgage. This continued until I turned 18 and went off to college. I was finally starting to enjoy life again with new friends, but that man wasn't yet done ruining my life. I received news that he had indeed married my mom's best friend, and she was apparently pregnant. I was angry and disappointed, but by now I didn't even consider him my dad anymore, so I wasn't bothered that much. However, I received a call yesterday that is making me question myself. It was from my granddad's number, so I picked up, but my dad was on the other end. He started talking about how I was right to blame him and be angry with him, but my soon-to-be-born sister was innocent and deserved to know her brother. I cut the call in a hurry because honestly, I don't know what to do. I want to rush over there and punch him in the face for even having the audacity to suggest this.